Welcome back, everyone, to the college commute. Tom, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Hanging?
Yep.
A little bit?
Yep.
So
hanging over.
I would like to apologize for the late podcast. Me and Alex fully meant to record last night after the Red Sox game. However, after the Red Sox game, we got on a boat, met some friends, and then went and sang karaoke at a bar with them until the wee hours of the night.
Yeah.
We didn't get back until early this morning.
We chose shenanigans.
Yes. So, sorry we did choose shenanigans over recording the podcast yesterday, but you know what? That's totally on us for waiting until Sunday once again.
This is true. I feel like by this point, how do we not have a set time?
I don't know. Well, to be fair, this was a weird week because my friend Robert came up from Philadelphia.
Correct.
And that was kind of like a last minute thing.
Correct.
So I went to hang out with Rob for the weekend here and there, and then I did work pretty much all week, as did Alex. So there really wasn't any free time on our schedule this week, but it was a weird week. And, this week, obviously, we'll be able to...
Let's make sure, because Sunday is the 4th.
Okay,
so... we're definitely not going to be recording.
So what are you doing tomorrow?
Working.
After work.
I can't do tomorrow after work.
That's okay. We'll get it done this week.
I can do Wednesday.
We'll do Wednesday, sure.
All right.
And guys, it'll be more timely, I swear. I know we've been chirped a little bit today from some people.
Yeah, we've been chirped.
Who wanted to listen to it, but here we are, and we got a good recap of a fantastic baseball game yesterday. Yep. Gerrit Cole was on the mound
and fucking sucks.
He flopped hard.
Yeah.
So
garbage.
This was a last-minute adventure for me. We bought these Red Sox tickets a couple weeks ago. I thought I couldn't go. I gave away my ticket. Last minute, plans got canceled. Guess what? I was free. I bought more tickets to the Red Sox game.
Paid for everyone.
Hey, don't you worry about that. We went down to the game. We had a great time. Showed up to the game. Had a couple Trulies. Unfortunately, we were sitting in different sections of Fenway.
We were close, though.
But we were pretty close. I got to go say hi to Alex kindly every time I went to go get a beer or take a pee.
In the form of flipping me on.
Every time. I was consistent.
Time.
I had to do it. There was a few times I actually got flipped off from your seats because I could see you.
Yep.
And we made that weird eye contact halfway through the game.
Yeah.
We both were just looking around the stadium, and we both just happened to and I don't even think you knew where my seat was before that.
No, I didn't.
So we were just happening to glance over, and we made eye contact, and we were like, hey, that's my friend. So we were close enough to see each other at least, and we texted throughout the game because we were stoked. I don't know if any of you guys watched the Sunday afternoon Red Sox game.
But it was lights
electric. First pitch, home run.
Yeah, first pitch, home run.
First pitch, hit a home run off Gerrit Cole.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fucking pussy.
That guy sucks.
We were going to try to tweet more during the game, but I think it became a fast consensus that it was so hot out that I didn't even want to do anything on my phone or look at it.
Yeah, I didn't bring a hat, and I foolishly wore jeans to a 95-degree baseball game.
Yeah, you're crisp over there.
Yeah, so I recently shaved my head, so I no longer have my golden, gorgeous shoulder-length locks, which I am upset about. I'm devastated that I cut them off. I don't know why I did it. I'm still in the regret period. Maybe I'll get used to it. But I forgot that your scalp could burn.
Yeah.
So this morning I was washing my hair in the shower, and it felt like I was just dragging sand through cuts. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That's terrible.
Yeah. Absolutely awful. But regardless, I had a great time at the game. And I still did mean to keep up with the tweets. But by truly big tall boy number 4.
Also,
I was busy.
I'm trying to think. I didn't really eat much. And I think by the 4th inning, we were already a few deep.
I was running off of one egg bite from Starbucks, just egg whites.
And a cake pop.
Yeah. Showed up to the game, crushed 4 tall boys, and then I absolutely housed a slice of Regina's because
I had chicken and fries.
Yep. Those $30 chicken and fries, man.
For 2 chicken tenders?
Yeah, great. I did that last time I went, and I was like, you gotta be dicking me. Because they had no Fenway Franks at the... Actually, I didn't even get the food. I didn't even ask for the food.
Yeah,
Eric just brought me pizza to me.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't want to eat it because I knew we were trying to get food after.
But you had to eat something.
I did. I needed to eat something. And then, you know what? We left the game after absolutely smoking the shitbag Yankees.
Yeah.
I made friends.
We were trash talking Aaron Judge the whole time because he was like playing
right in front of you.
there.
Yeah. I ended up in some Yankee fans TikTok.
Did you?
Yeah, he was pretty TikTok famous. He had a lot of followers. I didn't catch his name, which I'm upset about.
I was going to say,
because I was featured in it. So hopefully it comes across my For You page. If it comes across anyone else's For You page, please let me know. Please let me know. And then I actually sat in front of another dude who was TikTok famous. I got his name, but I forgot how to spell it, so I just never followed him.
How are you around all these people that were TikTok famous?
I don't know. They were just talking about it, and then where some guy made a joke, and this guy was like, "Hey man, shut up! I don't want to be recognized." And I was like, "If it makes you feel better, I don't know who the fuck you are," because got to balance them out. We sat near some great people in our section. We had a good time. We were crushing some.
Some lady let me use her sunscreen.
Really?
Yeah, she was really nice.
Fucking wish.
Yep. She was she had the spray one. She was like, anyone want this? And everyone was like, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yep.
Honestly, I'm surprised I'm not more burnt.
Especially with the boat, too.
Yes. So, we'll get there.
No, we're getting there.
We'll get there. But, I feel like I'm already tanning. Am I wrong for thinking that? But I feel,
yes.
I am wrong. Okay.
I was going to say, the burn was yesterday.
Hopefully in the next couple days it'll switch to a tan. I have a crazy watch tan, and I love it. Makes me feel more distinguished. I never take my watch off unless Alex takes it again.
Hey.
We'll get there.
Looked good on me. Honestly, I don't remember when I gave it back.
I took it back from you on the train.
Nice.
I reached down and just took it off your wrist because...
Funny.
You kept trying to steal it back from me. You'd be like, "Oh, here, you can have it." "Ha, gotcha," and then pulling it away on the train. But it's okay. We had a good time. We left the baseball game, and we went for a nice walk down to the back bay.
Drenched in sweat.
I was absolutely soaked. So we walked down to Back Bay. There was a really nice coffee shop over there. I might have talked about the coffee shop on the podcast before.
Probably.
I got my usual iced caramel macchiato. Straight gas, a little sugary for me,
I did throw the rest away. Which probably wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, you can get booze to go. You set yourself up for a day of shenanigans.
But hey, I was there.
We walked by a gorgeous reflection infinity pool almost in the area, and they had a splash pad over there, which was super cool. Kids were playing in it, having a good time. Sweet summer day. But then
someone in our group decided they wanted to run through it.
Yes. And you know what? I'll come clean. I paid someone to run through it fully clothed.
This is true.
Not thinking that I was going to have to go with that same person to a restaurant right after to eat food.
Yeah.
And a train station and a coffee shop.
And everything else.
Because the coffee shop floor got soaked.
I know.
I was ordering coffee and I just heard a splash of water. And I just started laughing and I look over and she's just wringing out the shirt. And I was like, what are you doing?
I know.
We're in... crazy.
In public, yeah.
So we went right over to Faneuil Hall from...
Yeah, we hopped on the...
Oh, we went to Park Street, walked down to Faneuil Hall, went to a nice little Irish pub. The food was actually not very nice. The food kind of sucked.
My chicken was good.
Really?
But I feel like you can't mess up beer battered. It was beer battered chicken.
Yeah,
so
beer battered chicken's good.
You can't mess it up.
I wasn't super hungry because that pizza honestly filled me up. So I just got some pretzel bites. Not very good.
I def should have ate more than that.
No, you really should have.
Looking back. Because I didn't eat any... That was the last thing I ate.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But we were sitting there. We were just getting a quick bite to eat. And
I didn't drink there, though.
No, you didn't.
Because I was feeling it already.
We were only there for 25 minutes, though. So that's not a huge accomplishment. I don't know if you remember. We were not there long. They literally brought our food out in 5 minutes. Which honestly was impressive.
I do remember that. So, yeah. I guess you're right. That's not that big of an accomplishment.
And I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? It's a gorgeous day. It's a little hot. I could go for a nice breeze. Let's get on a boat. So last minute, we rented tickets for an hour and a half sunset cruise on the Boston Harbor. Hopped on the boat. We were hesitant. We're like, are they going to serve beer on the boat? We're not really sure. Anyway, we stood in this massive line to get on the boat.
I thought we were getting a seat.
Ended up with phenomenal seats. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad where we ended up, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ended up with great seats on this boat. Sat there for a little bit. Got some Coronas. Got some Trulies. And there was a bachelor party.
This is where we met our friends.
Yeah, this is where we met some friends. There was a whole bachelor party there. Pinged out Alex because he loved his hair.
And this guy wanted to smash.
He did. He
really
specifically said that to you. He offered to suck you off in the boat bathroom.
Yeah.
Alex politely declined and only got his number and Snapchat chat for later purposes. So won't crap on Alex too much for that.
Thank you.
But They were a good time. They were all veterans. They had all served in Afghanistan together. They were from like Tennessee, California, pretty much like all over. And they just ended up in Boston somehow on like some random bachelor party weekend. And they were drinking with us. And like I said, it was like a family cruise. And every single family with a small child near us immediately left. And then they sent boat security guards over to our area to monitor the
One
area.
lady specifically said, "This isn't family friendly," and dipped.
Which is true.
Yeah. Because there also was like the chick narrating and being like, "And over here we have the oldest bay in the United States."
Meanwhile,
and this guy's back here like, "Hey, I'm going to suck that guy's dick."
ripping a cig on a boat.
Yeah.
Literally just pulls out a Newport and starts smoking. I was like, you can't smoke on this boat.
Some chick like smelt it from across the boat and comes running over to get some.
And you know what?
What?
We met up with her at the bar later.
Yes, we did.
Because she loved us.
Yeah.
Got somebody's number and texted us what she was doing for the rest of the night. We got off the boat, walked over to Seaport, which Alex was hesitant about because he thought it was a very long walk.
No.
You were concerned about the
No,
walk.
I was not. I was concerned about the walk to the lawn on D.
We didn't make it that far.
That's my point.
We made it to
where
a nice...
we were. It's like 20 minutes further from there.
That's fair. I'll give that to you. But we ended up at... So the hotel that I stayed in last time, actually, when I left my apartment that I found the crack in, and I went to that like nice hotel in Seaport, we went back to that hotel and hit the rooftop bar.
That's a nice bar.
We all got
They got weird shit, though.
They do. But we all got the Mai Tais that were aggressive for no reason.
That was
my
next mistake.
It was like a triple pour.
We're like now that we're talking about this, I can see in the night I messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that didn't even do you dirty yet.
Nope.
We had a good time. We start walking back. We're like, should we hop on the train and go home?
Honestly, at that point, I thought we were walking back to the T.
Yeah.
And then we showed up at the
So we were walking back to the T, and then this girl texts us and says, we're at Sissy K's, which I don't know if you guys remember. This is the bar from the last podcast that I got kicked out of and left my jacket at. So I was like, I don't know if I want to go back there because I don't remember leaving. I don't know how I'm going to be received in this bar. So we walk in. It's a packed bar, 2 security guards outside, like 50 people packed into the downstairs. We walk in, and my waitress from last week, or 2 weeks ago maybe, immediately looks at me and just gets a huge smile.
Yeah.
And she goes, "You came back. You had so much fun last time." And I was like,
uh-oh.
Yeah. And then I looked at her and I was like, "Do you still have my coat?" And she was like, "The white North Face windbreaker." And I was like, "How do you remember that?" "Yes." She goes, "I saw it yesterday. Let me go look." She said she saw it yesterday. What I'm thinking is
probably like a week ago.
I think one of the other employees wore it to work the day before. Because it was a very nice new jacket.
Probably.
Anyway, I didn't end up getting it back. And this is probably the bar where Alex went wrong. Because like I think he finally understood this is the bar that I usually go to when I'm in the area. Because it's open late and it has a good atmosphere.
It's fun.
Alex walked into that bar and became possessed by the need to have fun.
Yeah.
He sat in there and he looked at me and he goes, "I get it. I see why this is such a dangerous bar.
Yeah.
Because I'm having a great..." Alex was the most social and smiley I've ever seen him. Like, you guys know,
I've ever been that social.
He was talking to random people. He stole my watch, was asking random MILFs.
I was like, does this look good on me?
Going up to MILFs being like, "Doesn't this watch look good on me?" And like,
I was like, doesn't it look better than it would on him?
Just having a great time. One of these women grabbed me by my face and pulled me in, and I was like, "Lady."
Yeah, she did.
Whoa.
And then we sang karaoke.
We sang Friends in Low Places.
And it was awesome.
It sounded... I was rewatching my Snapchat stories, and I was like, we sound horrible.
Oh, totally.
We have no business singing this song.
No.
But we had a great time. And that bar was cheering for us. Because there was, 10 of us up on stage?
Yeah, there was a lot of us.
All of us passing around the mic, screaming, and everyone was like, "I love you guys.
I don't know how much I
rock."
drank there. Too much.
Yeah, no, quite a few. So you did the exact same path that I did when I was there.
Correct.
You started with a shot of Rumple Mints.
Yes.
Did a vodka soda.
I think I had 2 vodka sodas.
2 vodka sodas, then another Rumple Mints, a third vodka soda, and then you finished with a shot of tequila.
And a Bud Light.
And a Bud Light. I forgot about that.
And I think they were pretty tall, right? Too?
They were the aluminum cans.
I think it was a 16 ounce.
Yes.
Right.
So Alex had a great time, and he looked at me in the bar, got sad for like 2 seconds. And I was stone cold sober, so I had to drive home. So I had stopped drinking on the boat, and like a couple hours had passed by now. So I was sober, slugging water. I probably had 6 or 7 waters.
You drank all my water.
Yeah, I had 6 or 7 waters.
I just kept giving Tom my water, so I was like, I don't want this.
And he looks at me and he goes, hey man, like I've never been this drunk in public before. Am I going to get home okay? And I looked at you and I was like, Alex, like, I am not going to be the one to tell Laura that I got you fucked up in Boston and something happened. I said, yes, you were getting home okay.
And then I proceeded to take a shot.
And then you immediately got excited again, and you were like, "I love you, man!" And then just ripped a shot.
Went wild.
There was an altercation outside. The police showed up. Yeah. Our group somehow got involved with it.
I had no idea.
Regardless, I was like, "Okay, I think it's time we close the tab." So the tab came over, accompanied by 2 more shots. Mm-hmm. For you and Eric.
Yeah.
So we did that. We left.
I feel like I remember all of the night. Like I like it's not like there's not one moment that's like blackout, but some of the things like you were saying, like
the memories are fuzzy. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember saying that, but I remember like taking all the shots. And,
yeah.
And I remember like walking home,
and you were having a great time. You were like, you had the giggles on the train, like you were just sitting on the train, like.
I know I did.
I was like, Alex, how you doing? You're like, good. Just real happy. We got in the car and had a full concert. I mean, you and me had a concert. The back seat fell asleep.
I was going to say, they were sleeping, right?
Yeah, they were snoozing, and you and me were just jamming to my wonderful playlist that I have.
Fantastic.
Great playlist, great songs. We made it back safely. I got home at like 2:30, I think, and woke up at 6:30 for work. So...
Was it that late?
Yeah. Just about, maybe like 2. I think I dropped you off at 2.
Right. Yeah.
And then I was on the phone for a little bit in my driveway. So by the time I got into my house, it was like 2:30.
Oh, gotcha.
And I went right to sleep, woke up, realized my phone was broken, worked all day, went and bought a new phone. It's been a good day.
I had an okay day. It was weird. Like, I felt fine, but I could tell I drank all day yesterday.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
And I could also tell that you did.
Yeah.
But if my voice sounds a little bit more raspy today, if I talk too loud, I realize that I did lose my voice last night singing karaoke. Because not only did I sing that song, but
we pretty much sang every song.
We pretty much belted every single song because they were playing country music in like a nightclub. So like it was bouncing back and forth between like old country and like 50 Cent.
Yeah,
and
there was none.
Loved it.
There was no like shitty new music.
No, it'd go like Carrie Underwood to like Candy Shop, and I was this is exactly what I'm here for. Yeah, and they had a great time. We made friends with almost everyone in there. We ran into some guy that we had seen earlier in the day, like on one of the trains.
On the train, yeah,
that we had a full conversation with. He walked in. I made a friend in the bathroom.
The last time I went to the bathroom.
You came back and you said I didn't go with you. You came back and you said, yo, man, there's like a party in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you talking about? You were like, well, not like a party, but like a party. There was like a gathering. And I was like, what are you talking about?
See, this is what I mean, okay? I remember going to the bathroom, and I remember what you're talking about, but I also don't know what I was talking about. Because, I remember there must have been, like, there's probably like 10 people in there or something. You know, it's
really?
a small bathroom.
It's a very small bathroom. It's not a nice bathroom.
I was too drunk to realize what was going on. I don't know.
You went to the bathroom at one point, and I was like, I feel like I should have sent an ambassador with.
That was the only other time.
Pretty much when
I went with you.
Yeah.
But then
you went again. But pretty much anytime any of you guys got up from the table, I was like, I feel like I need to go with them.
Where is this man?
I was on full guard duty for my group. Just an absolute babysitter.
I remember there was a few times I was just sitting at the table, and I looked out the window, and Deg was just outside, and I was like...
Yeah, he'd literally be at the table. Next thing you know, he's like outside with a group of people.
Yeah.
Coming back in. Sitting next to him, we're talking to us. We look out the window, and he's just like... It's like he snapped his fingers and appeared outside the window.
Yeah, I know, bro. That's what it felt like.
Like, it was crazy. Yeah. But, it's Boston. It wasn't a huge bar. Needless to say, Alex had probably the best night since his 21st birthday.
Yeah, it was fun. Honestly, I would say it was better because I remember all of it. Like I said, for the most part.
And we did more. We did. I mean, the boat. Are you kidding me?
It was fun.
That boat.
I also don't feel as bad today as I did. Like, I still was kind of out of commission today.
Yeah, but you were puking at 8 p.m. after your 21st birthday.
Yeah, that was bad.
And right now, it's 7:02 and you're shining.
Yeah.
You got some McDonald's earlier, and you're doing
nice
good.
Chicken sandwich.
I'll say, dude, I love boats. that part of Boston where the wharf is, Seaport.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm in those areas, I'm just so happy. And, like, I was having a great time. Like, we were on, like, a tour boat, but I literally was like, I know what all of this is. I was, like, giving my own little, like,
I feel
narration.
Like, I honestly, like, I didn't even, like, look off the side of the boat, like, once. I was more just having fun, like, talking to everyone.
I mean, those guys were super, but I was on the edge, so, like,
Yeah.
we were talking, like, I was pointing things out, and I was like, everything I looked at, I was like, yeah, like, I remember this time I was here, I did that, like, there's really cool places to go, and I was like, this is my city. This is my fucking city.
I had to watch my back. That guy was trying to get into the bathroom.
I know, he was coming after you pretty hard.
He really was.
And then I walked in.
Don't blame him.
Yeah, I used the restroom before I leave, then I was in there with the groom-to-be, and he was very happy. I walked into the bathroom with him. He was very stoked.
He was a nice guy.
He was a great guy.
Nice.
He was an absolute great guy. I feel like I'd like to go to their wedding. Or the reception
We should have
after.
asked.
I know, right? I would have flown there.
I was going to ask where the wedding was.
I think it's in Tennessee.
Probably.
That's the vibe that I was getting. But we made great friends. There was probably 10 people on the boat that we became friends with. Yeah. And 4 or 5 of them we met up with after at the bar, sang karaoke with the girls.
Yeah. And
overall,
then pretty much
time.
like the second to last train leaving Park Street?
Pretty much. Like, my timing was impeccable on that. Yeah. I was like, we need to get out of this bar right now. There was 2 trains left. We got on one.
We also I'm pretty sure we hustled back too.
I led you guys.
Yeah, we were cool.
I was like herding fucking cattle. I was like on my heels. Yeah. We hit Tremont Street. Keep your fucking head down. Just get into the train station.
I do remember you saying that, and I was like, I was just like trying to keep a straight face.
And everyone was like, oh my god, I have no subway fare. I use it all. So I was like, I'll just load up one car. Yeah, I was like, go through the thing.
I remember I like saw you doing that, and I think I like then still went to go pay, and you were like, no, just go. And I was like, I don't have a ticket though. That's what was going through my head.
Yeah, no, you were struggling. Still wearing my watch the whole fucking time. I had to fight you for my watch back. I was wearing sunglasses the whole time. I thought we were leaving right after the Red Sox game. And honestly, one of the things that really just did this day for me was that was the best Red Sox game I've ever been to in my life. That was the best professional sports game I have ever been to.
I've never seen like a blowout like that. It was awesome.
Especially the Yankees. Yeah, Gerrit Cole on the mound. Yeah. Are you kidding me? That's the podcast episode name, by the way. Gerrit Cole's on the mound.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, yesterday on the way to the game, me and Tom kept saying that. Everyone else was getting annoyed.
Nobody knew anything about. We were not with anybody who knew baseball.
Right.
So we were just like,
we're gonna be late. Gerrit Cole's on the mound.
Super stoked. First pitch, fucking moon bomb.
Yeah. Dang it.
Straight to outer space. Yeah. AMC baby.
To the moon.
Loved it. Overall, great day.
Now what are we gonna talk about?
I read some crazy shit earlier.
Here we go.
So, Mars. Right?
Let's go. Yep.
So, and here's the problem. It was an Al Jazeera article.
Here's the problem.
It was an Al Jazeera article.
I don't know what that is.
It's a very prominent and it's like the NPR of the Middle East.
Gotcha.
Very accurate. It's a very trustworthy news source. I've been reading it for years now.
Gotcha.
But they pretty much released a study where not too long ago they did like some seismic tests on Mars's surface, and they found like underwater like lake collections. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Where there was like a big circuit of like underground lakes.
Yeah.
Well, they did another one, and they found something set up in the same structure. And they were like, scientists have no idea what it is because it's like solid. It's not lakes. It's solid. And they were like, we don't know what it is under, but it's like giving off like similar things. So here's my first impression. Ice? Do scientists not know that ice exists?
Are we dumb?
Yeah. So that's what's going on in my head, right? Like that just makes fucking sense. But I'm also smart enough to know that I'm an idiot.
I also don't...
So I could be way off.
Yeah,
because I'm assuming they're smarter than me. But I think it's safe to say it might be ice.
Yeah, but underground, though?
I don't see why ice couldn't exist under... What would prevent it from existing? Because if the ground gets cold enough, underground water can still freeze.
Well, yeah.
Especially if it's already pooled up in like a lake. Because think, we're in an entire different atmosphere
in
Mars.
If it were similar to this planet, the closer you get to the core, the warmer it is.
But it's not this planet. This is Mars.
No, I'm sure it still has a... core, maybe? I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure the core of this Earth is way different than was taught to us in school. I'll say that.
You think they lied to us?
I think it's not how they explain.
You don't think it's magma?
Well, obviously there's magma because volcanoes exist. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist.
Heard this flat.
There's very factual evidence that magma's real.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it's not perfectly like a ball of, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I want to know though. I feel like we should carve out a little section of the Earth and see what's up.
Okay.
Create
our own volcano.
Reverse volcano.
What?
Because volcanoes stick out of the Earth.
Yeah, but
we're gonna take a volcano out of the Earth, like an upside down volcano that doesn't exist because we're taking it out.
Okay.
Maybe that's what that big boat was doing that we drove by on the boat.
Yo, what the fuck was that big doing?
So you know how a lot of Boston is like made? Like they increased the shoreline?
Is that what they were doing?
I'm wondering if they were like creating their own like, not sandbars, but kind of their own like... Because we drove by this big industrial ship with like a ginormous crane, like it was from that Mark Wahlberg movie where things went south.
Like it was huge.
And it's just like going under the water and just digging up dirt from the bottom.
Yeah.
Like
and
putting
it on a rig.
Yeah, putting it on a rig. So I think they were redesigning...
Or are they just like collecting...
Well, they also say in 50 years, like, you know, like the water is going to...
Right.
Push into the bay because
so maybe they're making it deeper.
So yeah, I'm wondering if they're trying to kind of slowly start artificially because obviously like Boston, like a lot of that land they put there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they built the shore,
right? Which
is crazy, and I don't know how they did that so long ago. Yeah, that's above my pay grade. That's a question for another episode.
Yeah.
Wow, I just blew my own mind real quick thinking about that. But
someone called Paul Revere.
That's my immediate assumption that they were changing things. Yeah. If anyone's a professional of floating cranes
and ocean digging,
big backhoes in the water, please let me know.
Let us know. We're curious.
Planes flying overhead, cranes digging, boats trying to crash into us.
Kind of a crazy scene.
Slugging. Yeah, there was like a 5-minute period on that boat where I was like, "There's no way we're getting out of here alive. We're fucking fighting our way out of this harbor."
There also was like a boat coming up behind us, and it was so close to us.
Yeah,
like get off our ass, bro.
He was riding our dick like poor choice of words. He was riding our ass like a fucking like a Jeep Wrangler driver on Route 2. Except we're in Boston Harbor on a boat, on a massive boat. Yacht. Yeah, it was. Could that be classified? Because it's like a commercial boat, right? So it would be considered a yacht.
It's just not nice enough to be a yacht. Like it's dirty.
That's true. It was pretty dirty.
It was dirty.
But they had we single-handedly took all of their limes for our Coronas.
Yeah, we did. We only had 8.
So
what did they have? 1 lime.
Would have been 2 limes because we quartered them, you know?
I guess.
They were not prepared for our lime consumption either way.
No, they were not.
But I was happy they had them. But once they ran out of limes, no chance I'm drinking Coronas still. No. Switch to seltzers. Great time. Alex making friends. I'm so proud of you for making friends. Like, honestly, like, that's huge for me. Because, like, whenever we go out, like, you're a reserved guy.
Yeah, no.
Which is surprising because you've always been, like, the theater kid, you know?
Yeah.
Real foot fairy bitch kind of guy.
Hey.
And you know what?
Because I play soccer?
Yeah. Yeah, no. Why would I talk trash about musicals? I did musicals, too. And I had a great time.
But yeah, I was like that in Pittsburgh, too.
Really?
I was pretty social.
That's what matters. And the next outing I have, which is going to be a while because I feel like I should start being a little bit more responsible.
Financial and physical detox.
Your physical detox is only going to last less than a week from now because
the 4th of July is next week.
Coming up.
All right, fine. A week then, at least.
So I do need you to be prepared for that.
I will be prepared.
But either way, it's going to be a good time.
Hopefully I'll get a ride home.
Probably. We'll see.
I'll have a driver.
You could always crash there if you need to, because your driver's going to have to work the next day. So like she's going to want to leave earlier than you.
Nah, she won't care.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see.
Either way, it's going to be a good night.
We're giving her a chicken sandwich, so...
Yeah, that I made from scratch.
Want to come to our 4th party?
Yeah, hit me up if you want the deets of that. Also, let me know if you're interested in renting a castle in the fall for a big party. I found a castle that I want to rent and throw a big party. I've already talked to the owner. He said he's cool with me throwing a party if I rent it.
You didn't talk to the owner.
Yeah, we did. Both of us did.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We cooked for a private event in the mansion.
I know.
This guy. Well, I cooked. You served my food.
I did. Just didn't really cook.
I cooked the whole time. I was in that kitchen sweating.
No.
Breaking my back. Breaking my back.
Put a pan in the oven.
The food had to be cooked before, all right? And
you didn't do it.
No, but the person who made those meatballs did not make good-shaped meatballs.
Yeah, no, they were not that good.
They were shaped like weird rocks.
Those are also not the good meatballs.
Oh, I like the sweet and sour meatballs.
Me too.
I don't know if you guys have ever had a sweet and sour meatball. Wowza.
Fire.
Whoa. So good. I don't even know what the sweet and sour... Because it's like purple almost, right? Is that a crazy thing for me to say?
Maybe.
I don't know. When I think about them in my head, I just think the color purple.
That's weird. Isn't that like the McDonald's sweet and sour sauce? Like, isn't like the cover thing purple?
No, it's green. You're thinking about the Szechuan sauce. No. Sweet shit.
Maybe it's sweet shit. Or I think it's purple at Wendy's.
Maybe.
Maybe that's.
I thought it was red at Wendy's, but I could be wrong. I know ranch is light blue.
I don't know why you're associating that with purple.
I don't know. Now,
are they purple?
I don't. Well, that'd be fucking weird. They're
they
meatballs.
have like a purple tint.
Yeah. Like I think the meatballs themselves aren't purple. I think like the sauce is like the sauce is like a little purpley, but like a light purple. Okay, so it's just like a weird tinted glaze on those scrumptious little bastards. Man, I have housed some meatballs.
How many of those do you think you could eat in like one sitting?
Probably at least like 20.
Yeah. How many McDonald's chicken nuggets do you think you can eat in one sitting?
Fucking, there is no number. You eat McDonald's chicken nuggets, those things go down like nothing.
Yeah,
do not fill me.
If I ever get around to editing that video, our next one we should do like
how many nuggets can we eat?
Yeah, we're gonna have to just order a lot.
Well, they sell like the fucking 40 packs now.
Because, like, you think we'd each probably eat at least over 50, right?
Yeah, I can crush a 20 pack, a large fry, and like a sandwich on the side without even fucking thinking about it.
For just the two of us, how many nuggets would we have to buy? $200?
I don't know about $200, but I think like, 340 packs, because we'll probably be at Sunderland.
Right.
Nick will probably be there.
Thought there weren't any more than that.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Like
I can eat a 40 pack. Easy.
See, now that I'm saying it, now I'm second guessing myself.
Also, we'd have to have a time limit. Because if you do it with like an hour, it's like, okay, I could eat 1 million if I have an hour to do it.
Yeah, I'd say like a 20 minute time cap. Maybe 30.
I think I could pound 50 nugs in 20 minutes.
I think so too. Because the thing is, like, your body really doesn't register that you're full until
after.
Yeah, until after.
Just be shitting our brains out.
So if you just
that's gonna be a busy bathroom.
I know how to prep for this stuff. Don't you worry. I've watched so many food challenge and so many like high calorie workout videos where they're like, I'm gonna burn 10,000 calories today, and to prepare, I'm gonna eat 10,000 calories the day before. So I have seen.
Well, you can prevent yourself from pooping.
Well, no, but you got to know how to empty out your system properly.
Oh, I see.
Anytime you see someone do a food challenge, like they go puke it up right after, right?
I'm not surprised.
Like,
I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised.
If I house down 60 nuggets...
You're puking them up.
I'm not letting that digest in my body. I won't do that to myself. I don't need that. You know how much weight I would gain? Like 5 pounds of nuggets.
Yeah, probably.
I'd be so depressed the next day. I'd wake up...
You wake up just like 10 pounds heavier.
I would have anxiety from chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Would we have to be like a little buzzed to do that too?
I don't know.
I feel like a couple quick shots might like really open things up for interpretation with those nuggets.
That'd probably be good for content purposes too.
Just drunk eating nuggets?
Yeah.
I just had to do it right now, but I just absolutely annihilated a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
You know how good of a co-host I am? Me and Alex had to record today. Before I came over, I literally busted out a deep fryer at my house.
And cooked us a meal.
Yeah, like 2 days ago, I started brining chicken thighs in buttermilk and pickle juice, some seasonings, had it sitting, made my own homemade Cajun cornstarch batter, frickin' dredged those things, deep fried them, had some chipotle mayo, got some pickles, butter toasted some buns in cast iron, wrapped them up in some real nice foil, and brought some sandwiches over to Alex's house for us to eat before we recorded.
So thoughtful. What is it about like those chicken sandwiches with like just like the 3 pickles? It just I literally was like, I was like, I don't want anything on this except for the mayonnaise, which was chipotle mayo, stepping it up. Which I'm cool with normal. I'm not a mayonnaise person. I don't like normal mayonnaise, but on
I don't
like that.
But on a chicken sandwich, it makes sense. But I saw this morning I was at work and I was like, fuck, dude, like I have that chicken sitting there, but I don't have buns for it, but I'm going to be busy at work, and then I need to go pick up my phone. Like I don't have time to go to a grocery store. Baller move, I delivered groceries to my house.
Oh, is that what that was?
I had someone bring groceries to my house, and I was fucking, I might never go back. That was great. You know how long it took? An hour from when I placed the order for the groceries to get to my house.
Where did they come from?
Hannaford's.
In Rinch?
In Athol.
What the hell's there? Hannaford's in Athol.
No fucking clue. No idea.
That sounds far.
I know. An hour.
How much was like delivery fee?
Fucking $8.
That's it?
I tipped them $15 because they hustled so hard. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, even still, that's.
But on like a $100 order, I think I paid like $118, $119.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
No.
That's nothing.
That's
and
crazy.
the time I saved, I was working the whole time.
Right.
They came in, I just like brought them into my house, and I like not only did I get the rest of the stuff I needed for the chicken sandwiches, but I was also able to get like all my normal groceries, like all my normal healthy stuff too. Turkey bacon, ground beef.
That's it.
You know, veggies, milk. Had a great time. I was stoked about it. I even got some special things because I like, you know, and like you can't physically see your cart, so you don't know how much stuff you're adding. So I was like, ooh, this sounds good. Ooh, I like this.
All right, yeah.
Let me get some iced tea. When have you ever seen me drink iced tea?
Never.
Guess who ordered iced tea today?
Will you ever drink that?
Had some today. It was
What?
Diet iced tea.
What like brand?
Diet Arnold Palmer.
All right, that's fair.
It was pretty fucking tasty. And then I got the Diet cranberry juices, which you know I love to drink.
Yes, you do.
By themselves, not mixed with vodka, obviously.
Yeah. Gross.
Gross, but also, yes, mixed with vodka. Also, did you see the news? I saw this one on BBC. I watch the news a lot.
Sure. But I probably didn't see it, but what's up?
New humans just dropped, bro. We found new fossils. Different kind of human was found. Not humans, actually, because humans is our species. You know how there's like humans and like like the cavemen, which would be like Homo sapien, not Homo sapien, like the like they're a fully different species that coexisted with us back in the day, right?
Okay.
So like the cavemen,
not the things that evolved into us.
Yeah, technically the things that evolved into us, but we coexisted for a brief period of time.
Right.
In a way. So if you think cavemen were humans, they're not. They're a different breed.
Right.
And, which is pretty sweet. Honestly, I didn't know that until like last year. I always thought they were just like early hunter-gatherer humans. But no, fully different species.
Right. And we found a new one?
We found a third one. We found a
third one?
They classified it as a dragon skull. So it's like a...
Dragons?
Yeah, fucking... And they did like a chart. So it looks similar enough to like a caveman, like, and a human.
Right.
But like the significance of that is more than I thought. I was like, oh, like sweet dude, new human just dropped. Fucking when's Drake gonna drop his Certified Lover Boy album that he postponed after he tore his ACL like a goddamn civilian? But meanwhile, before we get that album, we're getting new humans. But then I was reading about it and I was like, evolutionary theory is now fucking different.
Right.
Because that's going to change. Like, did they come before them? Like, I feel like our entire timeline right now is going to get fucked up by these weird humans.
Where's the TVA?
I'd like to know. Fuck the TVA. I have a theory for that, by the way.
All right, let's hear it.
So, it's not totally original. I've seen parts online. If you haven't caught up on Loki yet...
Spoiler alerts.
Skip 5 minutes from now. And
maybe longer.
Maybe longer. Just see what I'm talking about in 5 minutes and hope you don't fuck yourself with where you land.
I feel like there's not too many like spoilers.
No.
Like,
this isn't going to spoil anything.
Also, if you haven't seen it, you're done because it's awesome.
So, we got Loki, right? And he's in the TVA. Where's the TVA, right? That's what I'm curious about.
I think they're in their own like realm, or
it's
are they like a planet?
So this is my idea.
It looks like
They're
it's a Star Wars planet.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Coruscant.
Yeah, it looks like Coruscant.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But so they're there. It's this huge city, and it looked futuristic and almost familiar in a way. We've seen it before. And don't interrupt me, because I'll bitch slap you, because you might catch on to where I'm going with this.
I
right?
will let you finish.
So
it's Coruscant, but yes.
There's this city, gorgeous, right? Looks familiar. We've seen it before, yeah. But it's clearly not on Earth. It's not like a Wakanda thing. It's not hidden. And it's so futuristic that like it's not another planet because they're on Earth, they're time traveling around Earth, and that's what got me thinking. They're time traveling, and if you think back, all the way back to Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp,
terrible movie, but yeah,
they pulled It was decent.
Eh.
The first one was better.
Yeah.
They pulled this guy's wife, Hank Pym, my fucking bad. They pulled Hank Pym's wife out of
What's her name?
Quantum Realm. Hank Pym's wife. Idiot, I just said that. But
sorry, I know. I said I would let you finish. I'm sorry.
They pull her out, and she's describing the horrors that she has seen over the millions of years. Not an accurate number, but she's been in there for years. Time travel is different. We don't know how she's really been in there. But she said she was able to explore, right? And it does one of those things where it kind of shows like a dream bubble above her head and like kind of just shows these random scenes.
Okay.
And in the background of one of the scenes of the Quantum Realm, there's like a city. Very overlooked if you're not paying attention to it, right? If you fucking blink, you are not going to see the city in the Quantum Realm.
I guess I should rewatch this movie. I only saw it once because I didn't like it.
You really only need to rewatch this scene.
Okay.
But I think that was the TVA, because that city was never mentioned, a city existing within the Quantum Realm.
Right. Oh, but, so maybe... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But coming into the next phase, we're going into Ant-Man Quantumania. We're going into the House of Madness, which is already... We know Loki's going to be in it. Scarlet Witch is going to be in it. Doctor Strange, we're in the multiverse. Spider-Man's going to be involved with the multiverse. Ideally, like, I think that's all but pretty much confirmed now. But, you know, we're really setting up for these multiverses and, like, really exploring the quantum realm. I think the quantum realm is going to play a big part in it now because, they've pretty much set up new series with every series that's happened so far.
Right.
But they've already set up the new Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've done that.
Right.
With WandaVision. I almost said Scarlet Vision. Wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think this might be setting up the new Ant-Man.
Right. And maybe the TVA and the city or whatever is in the quantum realm. And
I think they have like the devices kind of like Tony Stark did, right? And that's how they time travel through the quantum realm. They just have like a more advanced thing because they have like their square portals and stuff.
Well, yeah, because they're obviously time traveling.
But like, here's the last thing, right?
Yeah.
In Endgame.
Yeah.
When Tony creates or invents time travel.
Which we now know he didn't.
Yes, but he pulls up. Do you remember the shape that he pulled up? It was a Mobius something.
Yeah.
Who's Owen Wilson's character's name
something
in Loki? His name is Mobius.
Right.
Nothing in Marvel happens on accident. Nothing fucking happens on accident.
I feel like I'd love to read the comics, but I feel like everything would just get ruined for me. Because then I would understand.
You want to know another thing?
Yeah.
In the comics, this won't spoil anything because, you know, we're at the same point in the show. You know that girl who was like kind of like a therapist in the TVA and then came to fuck up Loki right before he dropped into the portal with Sylvie?
Yeah.
The light-skinned girl?
No, the judge?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the comics, do you know who she is?
No.
Is it Kang the Conqueror? Is that his first name?
Oh, yeah.
And do you know who he is in the comics?
I don't know if that's his first name, but yeah.
One of the Timekeepers.
Right, okay.
In the comics, Kang I sound very uncertain of. That just sounds wrong in every fucking aspect. You don't know what it is?
No. I really hope the show actually, there's actually...
Kane the Conqueror or something. Fuck, I just went back to read a text that I knew I was talking about it with someone the other day, and they literally said Kane the Conqueror or something, so that doesn't fucking help me. And Ravana's the other girl's name, so it's Ravana's husband. So, I don't know, I
just can't wait to meet the Timekeepers.
I know. I'm excited.
I know.
But I'm pretty sure they also said the main villain of the next phase was going to be the Conqueror, man. King Kong.
King Kong?
King Kong.
The Conqueror?
Conqueror.
Yep.
Big purple dude. He's purple, right?
That's...
He-Man?
What are you talking about?
I don't fucking know anymore.
I have no idea where you went.
I don't know. I started talking about the theory, and as I was talking through it, I started remembering other fucking parts about the theory, and I started stressing myself out, and I was like, now I know I'm right.
I'm trying to think of a big purple dude. Thanos?
No. Hey, no. This guy.
Isn't
I'm gonna look it
Magneto
up. Kang the Conqueror. Yes, that's his name. I was fucking right the first time, dude. Look at me, Kang the Conqueror, and he's a big purple dude.
Why is what is Marvel and their big purple dudes?
He's kind of purple. He's technically blue. His face is blue. His suit's purple and green.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a podcast, so you're listening. So if you guys want to keep up with us, just Google Kang the Conqueror real quick. And he is rumored to appear in Loki, which obviously would make sense because in the comics, he's one of the Timekeepers.
Yeah. Rumor Loki will set up the Kang the Conqueror.
And, it could also be setting up Quantumania because why not fucking hit two of them?
Wait. So in the comics, Kang is a timekeeper?
Yes.
And that's why he has so much power?
Yes. He's one of the Timekeepers.
He looks like a timekeeper.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Because he is one. That's why he looks like one. Because no matter how he looked, he would look like a timekeeper because he is one.
But the statues that they have, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It fits the description, and his wife apparently is one of the judges.
So so where this whole thing is going is that the TVA is corrupt anyway.
It is super corrupt
they're
because
going to be like the villains.
We know they're corrupt because in the last episode, this might be the 5-minute mark. If you're stopping here to check for spoilers, keep scrolling. We're not done yet. This is a big one.
Yeah.
So they had mentioned, we found out at the very... You're caught up, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank God, because I fucking forgot that you were... I wasn't sure if you still haven't watched the last one. But they had mentioned that, all the people who are timekeepers, that they were under the impression that they were created solely for the purpose of timekeeping. Which we found...
Dumb can you be?
We found out that they were all variants.
Right.
So right there, corruption.
Right. Which means their memory was wiped.
Their memory was wiped and some corrupt bullshit happened, and this is getting weird.
Right. Because now Loki knows.
Yes. But... Huge cliffhanger in the last episode, obviously, because, we dealt with the whole fucking explosion thing.
My favorite episode was the second one.
I think the third one was my favorite so far. Tell me not. There was a weird amount of sexual tension between them in the last episode. But here's the problem.
They're technically the same person.
I know. So that's what the sexual tension is weird for.
Right.
But here's also the problem. I kind of like that.
I'm kind of here for it.
I don't know, because they both got that Loki attitude, because they're both Loki. But I don't know. I think they fit well together. I think two peas in a pod. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be cute.
That's looking like where it's going, but
which would be weird because it's the same person. But they're gods too, though. So I guess we don't play by those rules.
They definitely don't.
Because historically in mythology, they do whatever, and they're variants. They're technically from different universes,
right? Different realms, not realms, whatever.
What the fuck is going on, Kevin Feige?
They're from a different multiverse.
Yeah, which means multiple universes. It's a slang term, right?
Yeah, no. Imagine I was like, wait, what?
Fucking aware of that, huh?
Oh shit!
Do you believe in the real multiverse? Do you think we're in one?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Not very confident.
Do you?
No, but statistically, it's more likely that we are.
I know.
Because statistically, if we're not in the multiverse, there's only one universe. But if there is a multiverse, there would be millions, an infinite amount. So if you ratio that, get some statistics going, it is way more likely that we are in a simulation. Because we're either in
I don't think it's a simulation.
No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. Simulations are weird.
Timekeepers, come out. Where are you?
I know you're here. No, so here's my biggest quandary, and I'm surprised I might have mentioned this on the podcast because this has been my biggest life's question. If there was one thing that I could have answered
It'd be that.
For my entire life, it's this question. How does space end?
Right.
Think of what we know about space. Ever expanding.
Well, I don't think it does.
But what logical sense does that make?
It doesn't.
It just never ends?
Yeah.
You understand that's fucking crazy, right? Because that's impossible.
So
everything has to end at some point.
At that point,
because even if it went all the way around and completed a circle, guess what? There's still something outside of that circle.
Well, that's why I think
And if it's ever expanding, at some point there is still an end. And it's just pushing back further. So this makes no goddamn sense. You know how insignificant we are?
Hear me out, okay?
Okay.
You know, in the old Flash movies or whatever, he could time travel by running around the world so fast that it ended up reversing time.
Yeah, so far this isn't
I know
logical, but I'm
trying to relate it, but it's probably not going to work. So think about it like that. So space, right?
Yeah,
if it never ends, right?
Yeah.
And you just keep going and going and going, eventually it's going to kind of be like that, where you're just going so fast through it that you eventually, like, go through, like, another timeline of, like, space. Or you get
multiple universes, Alex.
Right.
That's what's supportive of this idea.
Right. That's how I'm trying to connect it.
Yeah.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yes, but it makes sense that there's multiple universes, like an infinite amount of universes.
Like, eventually you're just going to, like, I don't know, do a repeat of, like, time.
So I'll be honest, one night I had a full-blown panic attack because I was drunk. And I was, like, just sitting in my yard, and I was, like, thinking about, like, the multiverse theory. And then I was like, okay, like, if the multiverse theory was real, there's, like, and if it never ends, right? There's an infinite number of universes. There's a universe that would exist where every single thing in the entire timeline is the exact same, except that's a blue couch right next to us.
Right.
Think of how many different worlds there are with how many different fucking variables are going on, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying that's how it works, because that's obviously like a shitty thing. But I was just like sitting outside on my back deck one day, and I was like, what if I'm currently living in the universe where everything is normal except 10 minutes from now I just get fucking mauled by a wolf from the woods? And I had a fucking freak out. I was like, fuck. I was like,
went inside and went to bed.
Yeah, I went right to bed. I was like, I'm not doing it.
That's when you knew it was time to go to sleep.
Yeah, I was like, nah, dude, that's a crazy thought right there. I don't know how I ended up down here. These are the things I think about sometimes. But tell me not.
No, I mean...
It's panicking thinking about space. I get it. The ocean's deep. The ocean's scary. Fuck the ocean. It's on Earth. It's contained.
Space is even...
Space... Have you ever seen the movie Interstellar?
No.
That?
I've heard it's really good.
Probably my number one...
Is that the one with Matt Damon?
He's not even a main character. He's in the movie for 5 goddamn minutes. It's Matthew McConaughey time.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant.
Matt Damon is in it, so that's fair. But he's literally in it for like 5 minutes. That movie gave me an existential crisis.
Is that what it's about?
So it's basically about you're living on Earth, but a little bit in the future, right? And they're like, there's these massive sandstorms that keep like sweeping, and it keeps getting bigger and just like ruining crops, and like pretty much Earth is becoming uninhabitable.
Gotcha.
So this farmer, pretty much everyone becomes farmers because there's so little food. People need to farm.
It's like an apocalypse, right?
Yeah,
where it's
but
like
Matthew McConaughey is who is now a farmer, right?
Right.
Wants a better future for his kids. He used to be a NASA astronaut.
Oh, that's sweet of him.
So he discovers like an underground NASA thing still operating in secret because people aren't allowed to do that because they all have to like focus on survival at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So they're planning a space expedition to find a new planet. So this movie is them going out into space trying to find the new planet. You know how gravity works, right? So our concept of time is different because of our gravitational pull. The stronger the pull, the more time goes by without you realizing it, right? If that's actual science.
I don't think that's actual science.
Not actual, but you know how like one day here is like 127 days on Mars or whatever? Or like 127 days on Mars. Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
And that's not like, that's like, that's rotation. That's rotation. But they like kind of morphed out in the movie. I'm not explaining real life. I'm explaining the movie.
I got you.
So like, they go to these planets and they're like, every 7 seconds on this planet is like a month in Earth or like something like that. But they need to like get on this planet to figure it out, and the gravitational pull is so strong. So they park outside of the strong gravitational pull and they send a small expedition down, right?
Right.
Real quick, they're trying to find someone who had already looked for a new planet and got lost. So they land on this planet because Matt Damon is the guy who got lost, right?
I see.
So there was 2 pings on 2 different planets. They needed to hit both planets. One of them, time went by really quick on the planet. So they go down there, and the movie, they're probably down there for 5 minutes. This movie is designed so well that there's like a music in the background, and there's like a clicking every once in a while that fits into the music, but there's like a distinct click, which is 1 year passing on Earth. So this guy left 2 small kids, doesn't know what's going on, knows he needs to get off this planet ASAP. They finally get off the planet and up to their ship, and they had like a cryo-freeze chamber on the ship where the guy who was like manning the ship had aged like 60 years.
Jesus.
Maybe not 60, but it was a very significant amount of time, right?
Right.
So they go up there, he like froze himself, did research for 10 years, discovered a bunch of shit because he had so much time to do research. And then, you know, they really start like tugging it because like they couldn't interact with the people on Earth, but they could like receive messages. So like after his like 15-minute mission, he got back on the ship and had like 30 years of messages from his kids.
That's
like
nuts.
Sending it, like growing up, like having kids, like starting their own family, like, and he was gone for 15 minutes. So he's sitting there sobbing because he never got to experience his kids growing up. I'm sobbing because what the fuck? Jessica Chastain is his daughter. She becomes a full-grown adult, and it's like, what the fuck? And basically, like, it just came down to this weird equation, and, like, they ended up getting sucked through, like, a time warp.
Yeah.
And, like, right before... I might be kind of spoiling the movie, but it's still worth the journey. Like, before he went to space, they were, like, arguing, and there was, like, specific books that kept falling in her, like, bedroom. Like, books just kept falling.
Right.
So she was like, what the fuck? There's, like, a ghost in my room. So this guy gets sucked into, like, the fourth dimension. Like, he's in a whole different dimension up in space, like, through, like, a black hole, right?
Right.
He's floating, and he finds himself on the other side of her bookcase as a child. So what he's doing is trying to communicate from a different dimension by pushing the books off the shelf in the future, but going back in time through their version of the quantum realm. So, like, his daughter becomes a scientist too, and she's, like, trying to do the equations, trying to, like, figure out, like, also how to, like, save...
This movie sounds nuts.
So, how to save Earth, and then, like, the books, like, the memory, like, clicked in her brain, so she went to the room and found, like, the dust paths of the books that fell off, and realized it was Morse code for the missing part of her equation that he figured out from the research they did in space. And they were able to, like, communicate with them. And the people who were, like, communicating with them from the future was them trying to help them get off of their own planet.
Right.
Crazy. It's like a 3.5 hour movie.
It's kind of like Harry Potter in the third Harry Potter movie where...
Yeah. You're watching this movie and it's like, what the fuck is going on? But you don't, like, fully understand what's going on until the end, and, like, it all wraps up, and, like, and you cry, your mind is blown. The first time I watched it, I was drunk, you know what I'm saying? So I was, like, watching the movie, like, what the fuck?
I'll probably have to watch it at some point.
If there was ever a movie to recommend, it's that one.
Sounds mad long.
No, it's worth it. It's a journey. It's like an experience.
That's fair.
So good. I don't know how we got there. Oh, I started talking about space.
Yeah, space. That'll be another episode.
Do you think gravity actually works that way, though?
No.
No? No. Is that, like, a fact? Are we positive?
No. But...
Okay. Be cool, though.
It would be cool, yeah.
Fucking cool, though.
Be pretty sweet if it did.
Big if true. I don't know, man. Again, to sum it up, that's my biggest question is, when the fuck does space end? If anyone
there's no gravity in space, and time in space doesn't go any slower.
Yeah, but planets have their own gravitational poles depending on what's going on. How does that work, too? What the fuck? Just gravitational pockets around rocks in space? Confused. Don't know how that works.
It's
no idea.
Unreal.
The sun, man. Not even the biggest sun out there. The other ones aren't even
It's not even close.
No. Isn't that concerning how insignificant
And that's only some of the ones we know.
You know why? Because space doesn't end.
I guess not.
Because it makes no sense if it does.
Well, right.
But it makes no sense.
Well, it's just like a wall, and you just
that's what I'm saying. But there's no way that it's, like, logical for it to not end.
All right.
Did I just trick myself into religion? Because there's no logical reason for this. I don't care what scientists say. It doesn't make fucking sense.
Fuck. Shit. Damn it. We need to go read the Bible.
I'm going to church.
I'll leave it on this because we're almost there. But my big thing, too, is... I think there's scientists have a reason for this, too. But obviously, so the Big Bang, whatever. Chemicals react, boom, somehow make rocks, whatever. But how did those gases and shit get there?
Something had to be created. Something had to exist.
There was just, like, gas just sitting there
forever. Something has had to exist for us to exist.
Right.
But it makes no sense for something to start existing.
Right.
That makes no
even religion,
sense.
Though, if it was religion, how did God start existing?
He had to start at some point, right?
Right, but so even that...
But nothing makes sense. No. And that's why, like...
And that's why Gerrit Cole sucks at pitching.
Gerrit Cole was on the mound, and he fucking flopped. We went on a boat, Alex got drunk, stole my watch, and here we are having a great time, having existential crises because now I'm fucking panicking over the world's reality.
What a last 2 days.
I know.
This is crazy.
It kind of supports the idea of being in a simulation, though. Not that I believe in simulations, but like
Right, but where
something
did
had to be.
but
whoever had to create the simulation had to start at some point.
Yeah.
Nothing ever started on its own. It had to be started by things. Fuck,
dude.
That's it. Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Cut the tape now.
No motivational speech from me today. We're in crisis.
Good night.